It reminds me of something you would tell a kid before they go to bed.
Yikes.
Yo, like,
Whoa.
I don't want to go too dark.
Whoa!
What's up, guys? We're back. You guys wanted more. We apologize. We were gone for about a week there. And we didn't like it either. So let's get back into it.
Mixtape time. Back on the mixtape. Just Like You is the third song. So it's the next one in order. I think it's the third one.
Yep. They can't see it because our faces are covering it right now because we're on the top right. But it's NF Just Like You with lyrics. And this way we can kind of walk through and point out words.
You don't want to miss anything.
Yeah. And hey, thanks for the tips. We're going to be using Spacebar and all the cool things that you guys have been teaching us.
So Chris has been killing it with the comments.
Yeah, we love it.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. So anyways, let's jump right into it, right? So starting out, let's just send it.
With volume.
With full volume.
It's my car goes off the highway, or the plane that I get on decides that it's my last day. I want you to know when you're alone and you feel afraid, you're not the only person in the world that isn't okay.
First off, let's start.
So, starting off, letting people know you're not the only one feeling that way. So,
yeah.
You know, a lot of people feel like they're alone and no one's there to help them out. Well, guess what? NF is there. Me too, though.
It's kind of cool because you guys know me, I go super meta with things, I guess you'd say. I like that he leaves it up to, notice the action here is the car going off the highway. The plane decides that it's his last day. It's because not only is it telling you there's this somber message like, hey, this is, in case this is my last day, you feel alone and afraid. You're also sitting here feeling like things are outside of your control. These decisions are made for you, not by you. And that's something that I picked up on. I know, I like to go a little deeper and a little more, into the meaning here. But honestly, so far, strong start, and I love it. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, check it. Let's go back. Nope.
We're figuring out the rewind thing.
Yeah, I'm still learning, guys.
You're not the only person in the world that isn't okay. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you. Just like you.
I got the chills.
There's like a lot of people in the background, it sounds like.
Yeah.
At least another voice in the background. I'm pretty sure, and you guys can maybe correct me, he likes to do it where like he records his own voice and then makes the pitch super high. And then so that's probably his voice in the background, but
it could be, or it could be other people, millions of other people, just like you and like you and like you. No, but I do like that. I like that he's like at first just simply repeating the word makes you realize you think you're listening to him maybe by yourself, and then it's like you, almost like he's pointing at people behind you, and I kind of got the chills. I like it. There's millions of us just like you, cool.
Millions of us just like you, like you, like you. Just like you, like you. It's strange the way the mind can wander, but also stop the gossip and chat with memories that you and me aren't really fond of. Maybe you're out to find love, maybe you lost who you was, maybe you're just...
You want to hit that?
So, that one, out to find love, maybe you lost who you was. That's what I felt like I went through a dark spot. When I found NF, I was actually going through a really rough time, and he helped me through it. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of more what I was dealing with, was losing myself, I think. I became like a person I did not like. So I was in a real bad rut.
Yeah,
I listened to NF all the time when I was doing that, and he really helped me. So
I like it. It speaks to so many different motives, right? I mean, everyone who listens to him, we've come to him for a reason, for whatever music it is, or music, but message, really. I mean, we get so much out of it. And when he's able to split it up like that and say, maybe you're just out to find love, right? We all went through those phases. I know I did. I'm married now, but I was out looking, the whole courting thing. And then it's like, and maybe you just lost who you were. Like, you're trying to figure it out still. And either way, I mean, he's got a message for you. Let's listen to what it is.
Maybe you're out to find love. Maybe you lost who you was. Maybe you're just like me and feel the need to stay in your rut. Cause if you left it, you might feel like you're no longer you. It's so impressive the way the mind can play with the truth.
So he's talking about that sometimes you get so comfortable in your rut.
Yeah.
You feel like that is who you are.
Yeah.
And then you're like, he's saying the mind is crazy because it's playing tricks on you.
It is.
Because that's not you.
Yeah.
Like, you can get out of that rut and you can like become a happy person.
Yeah, I'm a big reader on this kind of stuff, guys. One of these things that kind of it goes in line with, and it parallels other things that I've been reading about it, is who we are kind of is who we, our personas develop by ourselves, and we paint a picture of who we are, and we create this storyline of our identity, and we match the world up to who we believe ourselves are. So when someone challenges that personality, you start to have issues. And so when he says that maybe you feel like you want to stay in your rut because if you left it, you feel that you're no longer you. It's kind of like that. I don't want to change this part of my life. Maybe it's a significant other. Yeah. Maybe it's drinking. Maybe it's partying. But you're like, that kind of defines me. That's who I've established my persona to be. And I love that he can illuminate these parts of the conversation for so many people out there, right? I like it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like you're no longer you. It's so impressive the way the mind can play with the truth. It's interesting that nobody can walk in your shoes but still relate and feel the same. So in a way, guess we do. You ever think about what it would be like if the clouds were gone and you could see light? If the door was open, would you take flight or just close it?
Time out. Can I back that up real quick, guys? I hope you don't mind.
You see how he lulled you a little bit?
He does that. He did it last time too.
He lulls you a little bit with this, he's like, oh, this is a nice clean flow.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm gonna pick it up on you.
Yeah, and we started. Sorry, you were about to say.
Oh no, I was just gonna again that's the bad part about having lyric videos up.
Yeah.
Is that I can literally every time I see a bar and I can hear it and see it, I'm like, oh, we can stop after every sentence. We can stop this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But he said. What does he say?
It was this line right here, yeah.
Interesting that nobody can walk in your shoes, but can still relate. And so in the same way, they're the same as you in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though they're not
100%.
technically in your shoes, you're just like so many other people.
Yep, 100%. And that's where it comes down to. Everyone, we might have completely different lives, but the human struggle is just that. It's human, and we all kind of go through it. And so in that way, it says, so in a way, yes, we do.
This is really almost like a lyric video breakdown, because then I started reading the next line. If the clouds were gone, you could see light. If the door was open, would you take flight? Given the chance, given the opportunity, if everything lined up perfectly, would you take that opportunity?
And you could, if the clouds were gone and you could see light, if the door was open, would you take flight?
You see it and you're like, this is my chance. Would you do it, or are you stuck in the rut?
I want to take this to a crazy place, and I think it was Play-Doh. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put it in the comments. I want to hear it. You've probably heard the story. If you haven't, look it up. I'm going to paraphrase about the guys in the cave. Men are in a cave. They're chained to a wall. Their entire reality is shadow puppets on a wall from the flame of a fire. They've been there. They don't know anything different. One guy gets unchained, goes outside, sees the real world, and he's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Goes back in, tells everyone in the cave, hey, this isn't real. What's real is outside. And the people on the chain were like, nah, dude, this isn't real.
Don't believe it.
Yeah, don't believe it. So what ends up happening at the end of it, spoiler alert, dude just chains himself back up to the wall. But it's that if the door was open, would you take flight? Would you go for it? If you knew it was better for you, would you do it? I like it.
The way the mind can play with the truth. It's interesting that nobody can walk in your shoes but still relate and feel the same. So in a way, guess we do. You ever think about what it would be like if the clouds were gone and you could see light? If the door was open, would you take flight or just close the curtains up and stay inside? Take a walk with me, take a risk with me. I'm scared too, and it gets so tempting when you're so empty to the zone. Everything you hope, dealing when you know clearly you've been so buried in your own fairy tale. So staring, but your holes in me. I relate to it, but in case you've been thinking no one does, it's a great theory.
Oh, okay, sorry. I hate to stop him where he's at.
I know, because he's going, but I feel like we're gonna miss a lot.
I was like, dude, come on, give me a second, and he's just not letting us have it. But it's fine. I have no problem with that.
So he's talking about the doors open.
Yeah.
Don't shut the curtains.
Yeah.
Take a walk with me.
Yeah.
Take a risk with me.
Yeah.
And he's saying he's scared too. You know what I mean? There's people like you. They're also scared to do this. Golly. And then I kind of got a little lost in there. But then we have the lyrics. I'm trying to see. That's the bad thing.
Exactly, and I'll try not to read too many of the lyrics. I'll just go off what hit me. The big part, and you kind of just mentioned it, when he says take a walk with me, take a risk with me. I'm scared too. Again, I'm not even going to try and read because I'll get distracted. But what that tells me is he's delivering this message in kind of a way that he's delivering it to everyone. And he's saying, hey, man, you know, this is my message. And so in a sense, it's kind of this authoritarian perspective where he's like, but at the same time, he wants you to realize, like, hey, I'm scared too.
Yeah.
Like, come with me. And you're like, dude, you know something I don't. And he's like, no, dude, I'm scared too. Let's go figure it out. You know?
Yep.
That's my favorite. You got anything else?
No, I think we should keep going.
The song's scary, but your holes in me, I relate to it. But in case you've been thinking no one does, here's a great theory. Throw a Hail Mary, let your mind fly to the sunrise. Could be so scary, make you pain very, feel the pain glary, but the weight carried ain't in vain. Hear me, hear me?
Okay, I love it. That got really light.
It got intense in a sense. Like, he's like, all right, we're in this rut.
Yeah.
This is how we are. Let's take a risk. Like, the beat picks up, his cadence picks up, and he's like, let's do this. I know it's hard. I'm scared too, but everything picks up.
Yeah.
The lyrics, the message, like everything.
Yeah.
And then he kind of like right at the end there, you can tell he's about to go into the chorus.
Yeah.
He cuts it back off, and we'll see what happens next. But yeah, I like the way it's put together.
That whole I don't know. Again, not musically educated in a sense on like that stanza, the way it picked up positively, and now I feel like we all need to hold our breath because this shit's about to go.
Yeah.
Eyes could be so scary, make you pain very, feel the pain glary, but the weight carried ain't in vain. Hear me, hear me? Just in case my car goes off the highway, or the plane that I get on decides that it's my last day. I want you to know when you're alone and you feel afraid, you're not the only person in the world that isn't okay. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you.
I like that.
Just like you.
This main chorus, real quick, we'll stop again. This main chorus is just so clean. It's just so mellow.
It was the same thing that we got in the beginning of the song until the Just Like You part, which was the same, right? But he didn't do the beat with the first time.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's different, right?
Yeah, that was new to it.
And I feel like the way he said it, I feel like is a little different, right?
Yeah.
We'll back it up because it's like just
it's
like
more
you,
song.
like you, like you, right? This one is like maybe the same.
Millions of us just like you, just like you. So often I feel desperate. I think my heart's infected. How about yours? How about yours? How about yours? I guess it.
Boom, real quick. He brings it right back to that same theme. He says, like you, like you, like you. And now at this point, again, if you're me, I'm thinking I'm in a room with 1,000 people when it's just me listening to this in a dark office. But he keeps the theme going.
I like the imagery too of I think my heart's infected. Like, you know, just that like that kind of the way he worded that is cool because like an infection spreads, right?
And what's cool is he plays it off of Desperate. So it's the desperation is the infection.
Yeah.
And it's like the more you think about it and feed on it,
desperate.
You become more desperate. It's very true. It's very true. Well, I like it.
I think my heart's infected. How about yours? How about yours? How about yours? I guess it. You feel the best when your life is hectic. You might be destined to stay defective. So join the club, it ain't that hard to get in. It's hard to leave though. Look at the guest list. I bet that your name is on it. Don't believe me, check it. See that?
Alright, I had to let it go a little bit further, but yes. I think the main message here is
I almost feel like this is the like the darker side talking. Like, you feel destined to stay defected, so join the club. It ain't that hard to... It's not that hard to become defected.
Yeah.
It's hard to leave, though. It's hard to stop being this way.
Yeah.
And then, like, don't believe me, check the guest list. So, like, this is, like, the other side of it, like, how easy it is to join this club of defected people.
Yeah. Check it, see the dead ends. And that's why what I'm getting, like, the overall message here is basically many of us are able to identify with this isolation, like desperation and all of these things. Like, it's a lonely world, you have stuff going on wherever you're at, but it's a big club. Like, it's one of those things where you're in a group of so many people that feel the exact same way, but there's not that communication.
Yeah.
And you're in this big club whether you like it or not, so you might as well look around, look at the guest list. But it's not going to be easy to get out. But you're in it with him, right?
The guest list, I bet that your name is on it, don't believe me, check it. See, that is, in life we come too tender, raise some questions, suggestion. Know that your feelings might give wrong directions. Infested with the feeling of failure, let it take over your body, it makes you question the life that you have, situations you might be good, become nothing but dated. Only forgotten, but what would you say if I told you that there was some hope we could make it?
Real quick, we're coming back up.
Back up. Real quick, let me tell you, there's hope.
It's like, hey, you're down at the bottom. Things aren't feeling good. Things aren't going our way. You could be feeling this right now. You could have had a bad day, and now you're watching us. You've listened to this song, and you kind of got your own message out of it. And now it's like, hey, all right, let's analyze it. We're going back up with it. Let's see what he has to say.
Just one quick thing I snagged and I wanted to say when we pause next. He mentioned sometimes emotions give you wrong directions.
Yeah.
And I really like that.
100%.
Because sometimes you think you're following, like your emotions are telling you one thing, and maybe you're going the exact opposite way you need to be going. You know.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I don't have any deep thoughts on that because I think you said it.
Okay.
You know?
This could be a long video.
I know, I'm sorry guys.
What would you say if I told you that there was some hope we could make it? I know what you're thinking, I'm thinking it too. Could you really improve or be something we're saving? See, I pretend like I have all the answers, but none of us do. It's the reason we battle. Convincing yourself that you don't really matter. Defeating the cancer and letting it travel that every part of you. But what if we did? Didn't think of pulling kids on the trips.
Real quick, my brain snagged on it. Yours might have. It's really a battle. Convincing yourself that you don't really matters, like feeding a cancer and letting it travel. I think that's a big one. We talk about that dark road every now and then. It's easy to get on it and stay on it. And as he says, it's like feeding a cancer and letting it travel, but you matter, right?
Do the unthinkable, cancel your trips.
Yeah, dude, like
it's traveling trip.
Yeah, dude, it's ever endeavor, man, because you gotta stop letting these thoughts. You like that? Yeah. But like you gotta stop letting your thoughts take over and lead you to some dark places. It happens. I mean, a lot of us that have found this guy believe, there was a reason why.
Yeah.
So we're letting it travel that every part of you, but what if we did? Anything will pull the kids on the trips. Achievable depends on the risk. So pick up your chin and listen to this. Just in case my car goes off the highway.
We're going right back into that, but I like that he ended with. So just pick up your chin and listen to this, right? It's
on the risk, so pick up your chin and listen to this. Just in case my car goes off the highway, or the plane that I get on decides that it's my last day. I want you to know when you're alone and you feel afraid, you're not the only person in the world that isn't okay. There's millions of us just like you.
Something I got out of it this time that I didn't the first time. It sounds like I got two kind of themes out of it. One, it sounds like a letter you would give to a loved one, like just in case this is my last day. Here's what I think. I didn't really get that the first two, but this time it hit me. Then this, I also got. It reminds me of something you would tell a kid before they go to bed.
Yikes!
Yo, like
Whoa.
I don't want to go too dark.
Whoa!
I say that like.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, son. Just in case.
No, because
just in case your mom finds out.
No, like I might get roasted for this one. I really might. This is a vulnerable one, but I remember when I was a kid, my sister used to say prayers with my mom, and I would like listen. And it was like if the Lord takes before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. It brought me back to that same nostalgic feeling of
see that.
If I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. It was like this thing she did with my mom religiously. I didn't do it. But that's where it took me. I was like sitting there and I was like, okay, just in case. Okay, yeah, I want you to know that you're not alone. You're not afraid. Cool. Yo, I went deep.
Hey, little baby Jacob.
But
if a drunk driver.
Oh my god. It's brutal, but hey.
I get it. Isn't okay. Millions of us just like you. Just like you. Millions of us just like you, like you, like you.
It's even said like he's saying it. I feel like in a nice way. You know what? I don't have to defend myself to Brock.
I get it.
Like you. Everybody falls sometimes.
Ooh, pause. Alright, so this is a part of NF. None of the songs we played so far he sings in. Like, I don't know if he sings in this one. I think I've only listened to this a couple times, but did you hear like he kind of gets into it more with the singing there?
There was one, and I was gonna call it out, but I probably went on a tangent about something. But yeah, he does. I've noticed he kind of does that little inflection there,
and he's good at it.
He
needs to do it more often. I think.
I like that.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to.
He probably sings all the time. Tell me if Brock's wrong, please.
I mean, maybe.
No, I don't know.
Everybody falls sometimes. Just remember that that's alright. It's the rainy days that give us love for the sun, and if it isn't, I guess I'll.
Dude, son, like when you're putting your son to bed,
I knew
and you have to tell them. That
okay, maybe it's just advice you give to a kid. It doesn't have to be okay. Child to bed, I get it.
Oh, he wrote "son" like the sun. My bad.
Yeah, well, it was a lyrical thing. You wouldn't get it. So no, but it's rainy days that give us love for the sun.
Great, that's a great line.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're joking, but that's an amazing line because it's just a great way to word that.
Yeah, 100%.
Gloomy days, the days that just kind of stink.
Like I always think about it like this: if you lived in a world that there was no bad things,
then you wouldn't
there'd be
know what
no
a good day
good
is.
things, right? A very simple way of looking at it: if you don't have valleys, you don't have mountains. You would need one to have the other.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of where he's going with this. It's like you're at a point right now where it's like you're stressing out or you're in a bad spot, but guess what? It's gonna give light to something else.
Yeah.
It's the rainy days that give us love for the sun, and if it isn't, I guess I'll be fine believing it does. Everybody falls sometimes. Just remember that that's alright. It's the lows in life that make you cherish the highs, and if it isn't, I guess I'll.
Not even joking. I swear, I obviously never heard this, and then I didn't even read ahead.
Almost said that. Yeah.
He almost said it.
Almost said that.
I literally had not read that, and now I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And if it isn't, and also,
Ooh.
I do like these that he comes in and says, just remember that's all right, and I'll be fine. It does. Guess I'll be fine believing it does. Then guess I'll be fine believing a lie. Like
if it doesn't, or if it isn't gonna be all right.
100%. Yeah. He's saying like at this point I can create my own understanding, and if it's not necessarily true in the outside world, I'll project that and I'll make it true. That's my own control.
It's all about perspective. Like,
yeah.
Everyone's highs and lows are gonna vary.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the lows in life that make you cherish the highs, and if it isn't, I guess I'll be fine believing a lie. Just in case my car goes off the highway,
We'll change.
that I get on the side that it's my last day. I want you to know when you're alone and you feel afraid, you're not the only person in the world that isn't okay. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you, just like you, like you. There's millions of.
I like the change.
I like
it's
that.
cool. I think he's sung this maybe 4 or 5 different ways throughout the whole song.
Almost every time he did it a little different.
Yeah,
This one's really good. I like when he really picks up he amplifies towards the end.
You feel that energy coming through. I like that.
Like you, just like you. There's millions of us just like you, just like you.
That was sick.
Good song, right?
It honestly, like, I feel like we went on a little journey right there.
I apologize if you guys can't keep like you're like, all right, these dudes are talking way too much.
Yeah.
But I feel like a proper breakdown is respectful. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
Why rush through it just so that you guys might stay a little longer? I feel like we give you like the ones that are determined to watch.
Yeah, 100%. If you've stuck around this long, I respect.
Then you really care.
I respect
we care
you.
about you too
Yeah.
because we tried to, you know.
Yeah, honestly, we wouldn't do this if we didn't find value in it.
Yeah.
And again, we want to hear your opinion on it. This was a great song. It illuminated a lot of dark places, reminded a lot of people it's okay to be in that dark place. it's it's a step along our journey through NF, and I'm excited to see. Maybe the next one's cheery and happy, and we'll be joking and laughing. But thanks for sticking around, guys. As always, like, subscribe, comment. You see, I try to be active in there. I read them all, man. I respond to a lot. So, anyways, it's over there. It's probably over there.
It is?
It's usually over there. Yeah. So, thanks, guys. I appreciate you, and we'll get some more out to you.